Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to In Her Dreams and welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you're taking time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. Ashe. Thank you, Divine. I keep hearing that you're a powerhouse. You're a powerhouse. A very strong source of energy. You do everything that you do with a great sense of power, and it comes from within. It's channeled from the divine, and it's obvious in everything that you do, the way that you walk, the way that you create. It's visible in your eyes. When people are close to you, they can sense your energy. This is something that you'll need to protect. I'm getting that for some of you, you have such strong energy that you will need to recharge because you are a channel. Divine energy flows through you with ease. But because you are so electric, because you radiate energy so powerfully, you will need to rest and recharge, because what happens is, because people can sense this about you, you often are this people pay attention to you. They watch you. They think about you. And so you will need to rest and recharge your energy. You command attention. You don't do this intentionally. It's just something that when you walk into the room, eyes are on you. So keeping your aura strong, whole, and healthy is very important. And it'll ensure that you're not getting tired, you know, when you shouldn't be tired. Of course, we have our times of being tired. We're in a physical body, but there are certain situations because of your spiritual energy where your physical body would experience tiredness, but it's because of a spiritual reason. So give yourself the rest that you need. And know that some people might not understand your need to be in solitude or to rest and relax. They might think that you should be up and at 'em, but that's really not their business. Also, what was coming through earlier in meditation is that for some of you, because you are such a powerful channeler of energy and energy moves through you in this way, and a lot of people do pay attention to you, you might need to set up your life in a way where you have more time to rest, to relax, to rejuvenate. And Spirit is opening doors for you to have a much more stress-free life where you are able to rest. Okay? Spirit wants this for you. They're going to help you to manifest this if you have not already done this. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. What's coming through for this beautiful being? Eight of Cups. You're walking towards good luck. There's something that you're leaving behind you. Oh, they said look at the bottom to see what you're leaving, and it was 3 of Pentacles, and that's an Ace of Swords. That is the truth. Yeah, I'm getting Hermit vibes. I'm getting the energy of solitude, where you may have tried before to do something within a group, or you may have thought that you needed to be in a group environment or group setting, but it just didn't work. It did not feel natural. Tell us more, Spirit, about this 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, you wanted rest. Ooh. Okay, I love how Spirit is talking. You needed rest. So you were like, okay, I'm trying to build, trying to do things with other people, trying to collaborate. But there's just something about this rest that's feeling really good. You were trying to balance things with this 2 of Pentacles. And with the Knight of Swords, it's like something came to you. It was like awareness. That's what I'm getting here with the Knight of Swords. It's like a very sudden awareness that came to you. Realization. This could have been as a result of some communication that went left, went south, went awry, something that turned into a mess. Or it could have also been that a lot of the people that you interacted with in this 3 of Pentacles did not know how to act, did not know how to speak, did not know how to communicate. And you were like, but I know how to communicate with myself. I know how to communicate with Spirit. I know how to communicate with the people that I need to communicate with. So there could have been something here where it was just like, because of communication or something that went wrong. And I feel like this could have happened several times. I'm seeing that with this infinity symbol here with the 2 of Pentacles. This is something that was repeated. It kept happening. It was a pattern. And you just were like, I need to walk away. You walked away from a bunch of cups and you walked into the night. You walked into the starry sky. It's funny because I was getting set up for the reading and I looked outside my window and I saw the North Star. Beautiful and bright. The sky is so clear tonight. The North Star. You started following your true north. You chose to go in the direction of your North Node, which could be a path of solitude. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's solitude in every area. You might choose to have someone that you, or people that you socialize with, but within a work environment, you stay to yourself. Or you may have a love relationship, but you choose not to have a large social circle. Or maybe you don't have a social circle at all. It just depends, but it's like there's, I'm hearing wiggle room for you to experience what's right for you. There's no cookie cutter way that you have to go about this. It's you doing what you need to do for yourself. As I was saying that, I saw 9/11 on the timer. There's something that happened that felt like an emergency. It felt like in order for you to go towards your good luck, you had to leave certain things behind. And that's what you've done. Because I love how this 8 of Cups is walking towards the good luck card. So by doing this and choosing this path of solitude in whatever area, whether it's work or creative endeavor, or maybe you've chosen to be solitary in romance, okay? You're not connecting with another person romantically. Whatever it is that you're doing, there is something that you are choosing to do alone. Okay? In some area of your life. 10:10 on the timer. It was like this has created a sense of completion, fulfillment. Yeah. Okay. They said, look at this one. Postponement. Yeah. There's something that you were postponing. It's like there's something that you knew about yourself. You may have gotten a download that you were supposed to walk alone on a certain or particular path or aspect of your life. And Divine gave you the okay on this. Divine confirmed for you that this was your path, but you were trying to do it. Ooh, it's like holding on because it was stuck under my mug right there, but it was like I had to work it a little bit. So it's like there may have been some, yeah, postponement, hesitation, still wanting to do things with other people that you had already gotten confirmation from Spirit you weren't supposed to do with other people. And that's okay, because a lot of times there's this feeling like we just want to do something the way that we see other people doing it, or the way that we keep hearing is normal, right? But your path is very unique. Aloneness on the fence. You may have felt on the fence about being solitary in this aspect of your life. But look at this. Okay, there's darkness around, but right in front of him, there's nothing but light. It's like the path ahead on this path of solitude is illuminated. It's illuminated, and you have support because he has a staff in his hand. So you do have support, and there's also 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. Divine order. All is in divine order and divine timing. There is growth on this staff. So your path of solitude is abundant, and there is growth. Morality. There's something about how somebody said something should be done, that maybe you felt like you had to stick to that or abide by a certain way of doing things. It's like somebody said this is the right way to do it. It could be the right way to build a business, the right way to create a blog or a podcast or a YouTube channel or a website, the right way to raise your children, the right way to meet a mate, the right way to okay? You know, it's like there's something about how other people or someone else, it could even be an establishment or an institution, has said that you should go about doing something. And it's like, who are they? Who are they? I'm getting that trying to stick to that would bring about, because we're in the 13th minute, that would bring an end to something. You truly are meant to do something alone. And that doesn't mean that you're meant to do everything alone. But there's something in your world that you're meant to do alone. And it'll be different for whoever is listening to this message, okay? It depends on your path. For some of you, you are healing in a solitary state regarding the heart, and you are choosing not to be in a relationship. For some of you, that's where you're destined to be at this time. For some of you, you might be in a relationship, but you are creating a business alone. For some of you, you are not in a relationship, but you have opened up to friends or a social group. So it just depends. But there's something that you are meant to do alone, and you will know what that is if this is your reading. Fighting and letting go. Well, aren't those opposites? You might be fighting to let go, right? Because it's funny how we say let go, but letting go naturally happens once we align with our peace. Also, this could be like feeling like a constant choice that you have to make. Am I going to fight to keep this, or am I going to let go? Also, I'm getting that letting go is a choice. It's a conscious choice. Okay, I'm hearing in my mind right now that, you know, I should be doing this with a group of people, even though I know that it's my path to do this alone. I choose to trust spirit. That's what we do. That's what we have to do. When you are tempted to be bound by a lie or pressure, it's like a very conscious choice that we have to make in that moment to identify that as pressure that is against our divine path, and we have to choose to move forward or just to be in this present moment without any pressure. Okay? Without the need to fight and make something happen. Intensity. You allowing yourself to just be and accepting that there is an aspect of your life in which you are solitary and enjoying solitude. And I see that what came out was enjoying solitude. You were meant to enjoy this solitude. You were meant to embrace it. And the more that you do embrace it, the more intensity that you'll experience with your ability to move forward. I'm getting Chariot vibes here. Like your focus, your drive, your will. All of that will increase and strengthen and improve the more that you're just like, hey, I'm not supposed to do everything like everybody else. We're in the 17th minute, the star. You were meant to be unique. And that's your best way forward, is accepting that you have a unique path. Okay. Okay, abundant attraction. Hey Divine, what does this beautiful being need to know at this time or be reminded of? Excessiveness. Abundance is not about having everything. It is about having what is right for you. Understand that excess will never fulfill you, but it can surely entangle you. So there's something about where you might be thinking that you could have more if you did things in the way that you've been told is the quote-unquote right way. With Three of Pentacles and the morality cards, I'm seeing those together. Okay? So you might be thinking, if I do it by the book, if I do it the way that everybody says you're supposed to do it, or if I do it the way that I see them doing it, then maybe I could have more. And you know what is coming through? It's possible that you could for a while, but it's not more that would be sustainable. It's not true abundance. It's just excess. It's just more. And I'm getting that it would be temporary. It would be temporary. Ashe. I feel like those chimes are confirming that. Yeah. Also, there are 9 of these circles here. 9 is endings. So there's something that has ended. That could be your old view of the way that you were supposed to move forward with something. That could be old expectations of what your path was supposed to look like. Now you're seeing the light because you're like, yeah, you're accepting the beauty of the way you're supposed to do it. There's something here about getting stronger. It's going back to that intensity card. The more you accept your unique path, it's going to get so much more, I'm hearing electric. I'm looking at water though, so I don't know. You're going to flow more, but it's also going to be more like energy generated in a peaceful state, in a state of flow. It's not like a work hard energy, it's a work deeply. It's a work from the soul type of vibe. In your case, for your path, whatever this is, it's not that more is better, it's that more is just more. Sometimes you're going to notice that the less you do, which there are still goals that you're going to, I'm looking at my Jupiter poster. I didn't even realize that. So there is abundance for you on this path. But you might notice sometimes that the more you do, the less abundant you feel, or the less abundance you experience. But the more electricity that you have, that keeps coming through. Electricity. This could also pertain to your fire energy in your chart, wherever that may be in your chart. Okay. But your solitude regenerates your energy, and so you have more electricity. Something about that. Something about electricity. I don't know. I'm getting that something about an electrician could be pertinent here. You might know someone who's an electrician, or you might have studied electrical currents and stuff like that to do electrical work, or you might need some electrical work in your home right now. That could be very symbolic of what spirit is inviting you to experience within yourself, is increased flow of your creative energy. Okay. Passionately aligned. You are passionately aligned. The universe supports work that brings joy, meaning, and fulfillment to your life. Let your passions guide your path, and have faith that the rewards will follow. It really is about, oh, look how she's letting her heart guide her. Because I feel like that's the light of her heart chakra, or at least that's how I'm seeing it. And it also looks like a pentacle. So her heart connection is truly what opens a portal to her abundance. And that's what applies to you. The more connected you are to something, the more energy it will radiate to the people that you share it with. It's very subtle. It's very, very subtle. But I just glanced at Saturn, and it's about a cycle of karmic, like a karmic lesson that's closed out. And so it's about letting yourself just feel the joy of creation. It's not about pressure. It's not about reading all the scripts or guides on how to. You're creating your own how to, because you're doing something your way. That's one reason why you're doing it alone. I mean, you're not alone. You have your ancestors and your spirits. You're definitely not alone, but from a physical perspective, it's you. You know? I feel like what just came to me was that there may be people who want to work with you. What deck, Divine? Okay. Ooh, focus and trapped. So there's somebody who really wants to, I was about to say focus on you. I wanted to say work with you, but what was coming out was there's somebody who really wants to focus on you. Look. And they're trying to trap you in some sort of commitment or agreement or contract. But also this person feels trapped. Okay, we'll keep these and then let's get some more. Okay, we've got High Priestess of Earth and High Priestess of Fire. So there could be a fire sign or an earth sign, but I'm also getting this as like creative energy and pentacles, like creative energy and wealth, abundance. So there is somebody who sees your ability to generate abundance with your creative energy. And then we've got honesty and the moon. So there's something they're not being honest about. They're hiding something instead of choosing to be honest about it. Oh Lord. And behind that is chaos and beauty. So I'm seeing that working with this person would bring chaos to something very beautiful in your life. Oh no, no, no. We are not about to have that. Look, ancestors are like, no, 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 no. We are not about to go down that path. What else needs to be known about this situation? Loyalty, yeah. Okay. So this is card 33. There's somebody who's trying to present themselves like, oh, we can work together, because this Three of Pentacles came out, so the threes are extremely significant here. Oh, I'll work with you. We can work together. They might even want you to work with a group, and I'll be loyal. I'll be very loyal. But what's actually going on here, Spirit? Like, what's the real deal with that? Okay, we've got the Hierophant and Knight of Cups. So this is somebody that you knew already, and they want to come back. They want to make a return. Oop, and behind the Hierophant is a Seven of Swords. So they want to trick and deceive. That's how they work. That's why the honesty card was right beside the moon, because there's something they're really not being honest about. There's something they're lying about. It's not just that they're hiding something. They're hiding something. They're hiding the truth with lies. They're not just, you know how you can like be dishonest through omission by not saying something? They are actually spinning the truth. They're lying. They're also trying to utilize psychic energy in order to accomplish their goals of, what is this? Yeah, they want the Ace of Pentacles with you. They want an opportunity with you. They want to create an opportunity with you because they need a new start. They're experiencing, I'm hearing the result of their treachery. So they went down a road that it was not a good path. And it didn't work for them. It ended up in a dead end. Yeah, so they want to find respite with the Hermit, because you're really coming through as the Hermit here, where you're being guided to work in a solitary state. Or there's something, whatever aspect it is. It could be your career. It could be that you're building a business. It could be that you're doing a creative endeavor. It could be in a relationship. You know, like you're having a relationship with yourself, not focusing on another being. So whatever aspect it is that you've been guided to go hermit, this person wants in on that. But I really feel like for most of you, this is regarding a creative endeavor, because they want access to your wealth. But it could also be, I just saw a video on it was talking about Eddie Murphy and his wife. I don't know how many times he's been married, but it was a woman that he was married to for quite a while. They had several children, and in the divorce, he owed her $15 million, I think it was, they said. Whether that's accurate or not, I don't know. But and then apparently she blew it on another lover after her divorce from Eddie Murphy. So that's coming through. I'm like, sometimes I see these videos, I'm like, why is this coming through? And then it'll pop up in a reading. I'm like, oh. So this could be where like you are healing your heart after a relationship. Maybe you're focusing on your own energy. You're nurturing your own heart, yourself. But then there's somebody who either wants to return from the past because they came through as Knight of Cups. Or maybe you've never had a relationship with this person, but they've always flirted with you, or they presented their energy to you in some sort of way. And so now they're trying to really come in now that they see that you're single and focusing on you. So with that story coming to mind, it could definitely for some of you apply to love or a romantic relationship. But this is not where Divine is suggesting that you invest your energy, because this person wants to find peace with the Hermit. They see you as the Hermit, but they're looking for peace. They're looking for abundance, and it's not as if they are willing to provide that as well for love and peace and reciprocity. They're trying to strategize to figure out how they can get what you have. And it was just so sad in that video, because it's like she, you know, I mean, divorce can be a very sad experience, but, you know, at least she could have known that she was going to be taken care of for the rest of her life with that amount of money. But then to be tricked or played by someone and then giving them all your money, or being unwise with your money with this person, it's like, wow. So there's something about that here where somebody sees that you're winning, they see your abundance, and they want to access it for themselves. There could be a Leo here, okay? We've got the Strength card. But also I'm seeing here, I've never seen this card this way, because I love Leo energy and I love the Strength card. But it's almost as if they are coming in trying to observe what you have. Also, they're observing your strength. They're watching you be strong. But they're also in this air energy where they're calculating. They're trying to think of some way to come in and take what they want. Divine, what is the guidance here for this beautiful being regarding this situation? Oh, and look at the bottom, we've got the birds. So there's definitely, this could be somebody that you knew from a group of people, because I keep getting threes. We had Three of Pentacles, we've got the birds. There are 3 birds there, so that feels kind of like 3 of Cups. What's the guidance regarding what this beautiful being should do? Okay, keep focusing on your abundance, on your prosperity. It is flowing. And you don't have to doubt that just because you are doing something alone, you're going to be more abundant, because you're choosing to do this the way that you've been guided to do it, not the way that everybody else is telling you to do it, or the way that you're expected by somebody to do it. Okay, yeah, and be careful of a snake, because they certainly are a snake, and they are like hissing around you. That's what I'm seeing them do. I'm seeing this person be like very seductive, like they're trying to seduce you into something. That's one reason why on that Strength card I saw them like scoping you out. It's like an energy of studying you, trying to calculate the best way to come in, the best way to communicate with you, the best way to, they could be coming up with some sort of scam. Because the thing with Eddie Murphy's ex was that her new boyfriend, it was kind of like some Ponzi scheme or scam or something about like overseas investments or something, where he was trying to get her to trust him with her money. So there's something about that where this person is scoping out the funds that you have access to, the abundance, the wealth that you're able to generate, and they want to create some whole scam or way to harness your energy for them to use. And it doesn't have to be that this person is just wanting to work with you. I feel like there's something here with the Knight of Cups. It's something that they want to involve romance with too. I keep hearing the word seduce. They want to seduce you. There's something incredibly sketchy about what they're doing. If you've already spoken with this person, or if you've already been presented with some sort of information or communication from this person, there's something that's very hidden about it. There's something where they're not either coming out to reveal their identity, or they're not coming out to reveal their coming out. There could be something about same-sex relationships. This person could be bisexual, they could be gay, they could be lesbian. Okay, there's something there, because coming out, that caught my attention there. But they're not coming out, and they might be trying to hide that or something. They might be trying to hide their sexuality, something about that. But they're not being upfront with you about anything. Their intentions. For some of you, they're not even revealing their identity. They might be sending other people to communicate with you, or they might be doing the whole contacting you from a spam number or something like that. Just trying to see what you'll answer to, trying to see. If you're aware of this person communicating with you, because they're coming through as a snake, Seven of Swords, and all of this, yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, that's what Divine is saying to do. Whatever involvement they have with you and perhaps people from your past, this could be a group, okay? Divine is saying to move forward in your ship with the Six of Swords. That's the vibe. And maintain awareness. That's what I'm getting with the book. But also, maintain awareness, but don't focus on them. Maintain awareness so that you can maintain boundaries, because this person could still try to reach out. They could still try to lure you in. And with them not presenting themselves in an honest way, it's like you just want to be aware so that they don't work their way into your world. But you don't need to pay attention to them in a way that takes your focus away from what you're doing, because that's where your focus needs to be, is on what you're creating. If you're learning something, if you're studying something, keep doing that. If you're working on a project, keep giving your time, energy, and effort to that, because that's what's going to pay off with this Sun energy and the Ankh, okay? So Divine is saying that you really have a lot of power here. Didn't that come through in this reading? That you're very powerful. That was at the beginning of the reading. This is your power. You have the power of the Ankh, the key to life. And you using it, you focusing and concentrating your power on you and on your goals results in the Sun. Happiness, joy, and success. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, they said to close with an Oshun card. Let's see what Mama Oshun is bringing through. I was driving today and I crossed over a river. And I was like, oh shit, Mama Oshun. I love going that way because I always honor Mama Oshun. And even though I'm just driving, it feels so good to see a river. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. Oh, that was quick. Oshun of Secrets. This is card 38. Mystery, hidden knowledge, and wisdom. Well, that kind of gives me the vibe of this book card too. So that could be a reiteration of that. Beautiful card. All the cards in this deck are so gorgeous. Okay, so let's see what this is bringing through. Card 38. The mantra is, I trust my intuition to guide me through the hidden. Yeah, the moon card came through for this being who's trying to lure you in or work their way in. So there's definitely something hidden about that, but there could be something else hidden that you have been thinking about or contemplating. So let's see what Mama Oshun is bringing through. Initiation of peacocks. So Oshun comes through as the peacock and sometimes as the vulture. So you are being invited into a world of hidden wisdom. As you access Oshun's book of secret knowledge, deeper truths about yourself and the world around you are waiting to be discovered. Oshun of secrets may indicate that you are or will soon be the keeper of significant secrets. Or perhaps you are the one holding on to a big secret. Are you being deceptive? You're not being deceptive. That's not coming through. But there is a deceptive energy lurking. Okay, so consider whether it's time to share your truth or continue safeguarding a secret. With this insight comes responsibility. Use your newfound wisdom to guide your actions with compassion and discernment. Now, there could be someone, especially since this birds card kept coming through, that's gossip. It can be gossip. So there could be somebody who comes to you with some information about somebody. So you'll have to determine, if you're open to hearing it, you'll have to determine the best way for you to move forward with that. It might be just something that you're like, oh, okay. And it's like confirmation of something you already knew, so it doesn't really faze you at all. Or it might be something that you feel that you need to do something about. Okay, so we'll see. What to do now? Remember, beloved one, not everything or everyone is as they seem. Yeah, that's been coming through. Trust your intuition as your most reliable guide through the labyrinth of the unknown. Someone may be lying to you, but secrets don't have to mean deceit. They can also represent ancient wisdom, untapped potential, or undisclosed opportunities. Use your inner wisdom to understand others better and show empathy and kindness. When exploring your own hidden truths, be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Ashe. Discovering your personal secrets can be both freeing and challenging, but your truth has the power to heal and guide you when treated with respect. Oh, okay, I gotta read the her story part because it's about Celia Cruz. Celia Cruz's song Ochun con Shango is a tribute to the Afro-Cuban Orishas. Ochun, also pronounced Oshun, and Shango. The song pays homage to these powerful forces and their dynamic relationship. The song has been appreciated for its musical quality, and it is celebrated for the spirit and culture of Santeria. Celia Cruz's mysterious exclamation, azúcar, which means sugar, may reference Cuban sugar plantations and ties to slavery. There's something here about your sweetness, azúcar, your sweetness, your vibrance. That's something that someone wants to access, and they see those things as almost as collateral, as a way to abundance. There's definitely somebody lurking that wants to use you. I do want to ask about the secret and see if there's anything more that needs to come through as far as guidance for that. Okay, it is something that somebody might come to you to tell you because they feel overloaded regarding a loss. So this could be something that they experienced with this snake being, this deceitful being, 4444 on the timer, where they're looking for some sort of protection, and they feel like by getting this off their chest or by confiding in you that they're going to feel like they know what to do, but I don't get that their number one goal is to get advice. It's like they just need to tell somebody. They want to tell somebody. There's something that they're feeling in a nightmare type situation regarding a relationship or a family. This could be related to a child or a marriage or a romantic relationship. Something has gone to the left completely. And there's some way in which they want to like make amends with you. You know, the snake energy could be coming through this person as well. Divine, what's the vibe of this person who would tell them a secret? What's the true energy of... Oh, it's in reverse. It's Page of Swords reversed. So this person is like messy boots. They just want to spy. They want to get in your business. They could be like... they could have a stalker vibe. So thank you, Mama Oshun, for that Oshun of Secrets message coming through, because what they're saying is don't even entertain when this person comes to you to confide in you or to get something off their chest. They need to talk to a different person or a therapist or somebody that is going to hear it. Because immediately when I saw that overload card, it feels like there's something that they might be trying to overload you with, or it could result in you feeling overloaded. You know, your energy is pure, and that was coming through at the beginning of the reading, that you are supposed to be you know, solitary at this time. Not in every area of your life, but whatever area this is, whether it's a creative endeavor, a relationship, or you're not entertaining the Three of Pentacles. You're not entertaining the chatty birds energy. And whoever this is that's coming to you, whether they're the snake or not, they're coming to you in this energy of overloading you and a Page of Swords reverse. They're basically giving stalker vibes, messy boots vibes. So it feels like anyone related to this group leave them in the past. Don't entertain what they have to say, especially if you sense that they're coming in with some drama, because your focus at this point in time is best directed towards your solitude and your rest and rejuvenation. You know, ultimately follow your intuition. Do what your discernment is telling you to do, your best judgment. But regarding this group or whoever this is from the past, Divine is not having it. But just know that your abundance is protected, and it's more and more strengthened and protected the more that you honor your true path. Ashe, thank you, Spirit, for these messages. I'm so grateful. And thank you, beautiful being, for taking the time to tune in. And I hope you got something useful out of these messages, whether it was clarity or insight or just some good vibes. And I love you. I wish you peace. I wish you joy and so many blessings.